What's going on, guys? Saber here, and today we are back at it again with another Evil Dead the Game video. But this time, we're going to go over the dev update on some of the things that are in the works. This has been released 9 minutes ago, and I'm actually pretty happy that they are actually doing something about this. But I hope they do it right. So we are in Reddit. I'll post a link to this post here, but they pretty much said they're gonna be working on some stuff, so let's go through it one by one. So let's start with, hey survivors and demons, we wanted to share some updates on our current conversation we are seeing in the community in response to the top feedback left by you in our feedback portal. Now, of course, they have the link to their thing, but boy, here we go. So demons feel nerfed. We are actively looking at ways to improve several areas of balancing for demons in our next patch. We'll explain this in more detail closer to the release, but know we're working to make this feel better. Now, I've actually spoke about this. I've actually had a little suggestions they can do. One of my suggestions was they should add a third trap, right? So we have the hand ash, the ash hand, the mini ashes, which also mini ashes needs to get fixed because people could still drop it during the animation and not lose any type of items. So that mini ashes just feels useless to use. It's mostly hand ash or ash hands that people will use more of. And then the third trap, which is the one that I am suggesting, is upon opening the chest, if the person triggers this trap, it'll teleport them 100 meters. Now, I say 100 meters because it'll be very difficult to really do an RNG-based teleport, and then it'll make it so that it is going to be demon-sided if it was RNG. So I say 100 meters or a fixed 100 meters within the radius of that trap. This will give demons the choice in going after the 3 survivors that are currently together, or go after the 1 survivor that got split because of the trap. One of the things that I also think that they should also include is a limitation to that trap, and it should be highly cost because of how strong that trap would be. I think that's a fair balance in things. It also will deny survivors the pink that drops from that said chest and the loot, that whatever it could be. Now, obviously one of the 3 survivors that are there still could probably pick it up for that person. Say if it is a hunter and a legendary revolver or something else drops for them and they can't get it because they got split from the team. I think this is fair game, especially when demon vision isn't really big, so they wouldn't have, for demons, they wouldn't know where they got teleported to within the 100 meters. They would have to go actively looking for them or stick with the 3 people that are together. That's my suggestion. But anyways, let's go over this more. Too many vehicles. This has been the subject of many conversations with both demons and survivors recently. I agree. We agree with you and plan to reduce the numbers of vehicles on the map as a whole. So they are going to reduce vehicles for all 3 maps. I'm not opposed to it. Also, if a players try to use vehicles to block the Necronomicon, the cars will receive constant damage until destroyed. I don't agree with that. One thing I think should happen, and I said, well, I mean, you can do this if you want, but they can do this if they want. It's still balanced in some cases, but the one thing I suggest is a barrier within Dark Ones and Book Phase. A barrier that cars cannot go into. This makes it so that you have to park the cars outside of the barriers, but then within the proximity of that of Dark Ones, it's enough space for survivors to maneuver and enough space for demons to not, I guess you could say, lose control, I guess you could say, not worry too much that they're gonna possess the car or it's gonna mess them up. Like, I think that's a fair game. One more thing they should fix, if they included this or included the book, whatever, is that they need to make it so that the transition between Dark Ones to book, no one can, because that's the problem, right? Like, demons have a free 10-second period where we can't attack the demons. They just whack in the book freely. I don't think that's healthy for the game. But since they're actively doing a lot for the demons right now, they should also include that in their next patch as well. Just my opinion. Some people can disagree or agree, but I feel like book rush is about to get real strong if they don't do anything about that. Objective spawns. Now this is another one that I in the next patch we're going to increase the minimum distance between objectives so that you don't have them sometimes spawning really close to one another, which is another problem we demons face. Also, when a demon is expelled after the end of the objective phase, we'll spawn them set closer to the next objective. This is so demons can opt to start preparing for survivors versus spending that time traveling across the map. Now, I agree with that. And this might go a little bit, I don't know, because if you put if two objectives are split off from each other, like really split off. Like, let's say, for instance, one is in Castle Kandar and the other one is in what was it, Palace Ruined or somewhere there. That demon is getting yeeted off to Africa, as Caddy says when he gets yeeted off to Africa. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Depends. We'll see how this one will play. Item drop exploit. Now, this is a big issue that I've been told that I didn't even know existed, which is let me read it first. Item drop exploit. We found the issue and will apply a fix in our next patch. So the problem with this was I didn't know that it was possible for a survivor to drink a shemp and drop the shemp at the same time. We don't do that. None of us do that. I think that's kind of bull, especially in a PvP game. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. It's kind of disgusting, honestly. Like, come on, you're ruining the game for everyone, even the demons, mostly. Because when they see that shit and you're drinking like 30 shems and you still have more, like, come on, you're ruining the experience. You're supposed to be not only objectively using those shems, but also you shouldn't be having to like chuck that many shems and still be full shems and then like keep the team full health just because, oh, I'm exploiting. Like, that's not cool. I think that this needs to get fixed ASAP. Hopefully they'll do it right away. The next patch is on the way. I was hoping it'll be this week, but unfortunately that's not in the cards. So hopefully next week or the week after. Extended queues. In the last patch, we merged both West and East Coast and deployed a central base servers. We saw improved queues at the time. However, recently we've seen longer queues for survivors and we're actively looking ways to helping decrease the amount of time you spend in queue. Stay tuned. Hopefully they'll do something about that because we do spend quite a bit of time in queue, and unfortunately it doesn't help that because of that one match that we had, that now people are just let me just go through this one first and then I'll explain a little bit on what I was about to say. Anti-cheat. Reporting players. We've seen a spike in cheating recently and have been diligently working to remove all those players from matchmaking and patch the cheats they're using. Great. Thank you for all the reports. Each one helps us see what we need to fix and to remove those players from matchmaking as soon as possible. You can learn more about reporting players here. And yes, I would encourage everybody to actively report people, because when you see a cheater, report. But please keep in mind that assess the situation. First, look at what they're using, what they're doing. If it's a legitimate, like, oh, it's a lag, but you know that it's an actual lag on everyone's side because, you know, we had this one individual that accused us of cheating because, I guess, it wasn't even benefiting us, but, oh no, it did benefit us, but it wasn't like that was how we wanted to win anyways. Like, it was a lag on everyone's part, and people have said that there has been lag on Dark Ones, and it screwed either the survivors up or the demons up. It goes both ways. So please don't fucking accuse us. I know I say the F word, but please don't accuse us of cheating. That is really, like, you can look at the VODs, you can look at my videos. We do not cheat. That's the first time that's ever happened to us. I don't know. I'm beating a dead horse at this point, because there are some people, or very few people, that are saying, oh, you should dodge those group of people because they cheated. Oh, like, yeah, they cheated. I'm like, dude, you can look at our VODs. You can look at our gameplay. You can pay attention to the amount of shems we use. You could pay attention to the amount of bullets I get and use. I don't cheat. We all don't cheat. So I don't know why. I don't know what else I can say about that, but it is what it is. I'm gonna keep moving on. I'm just beating a dead horse at this point. What else am I getting at? I should probably get a season pass. But what else am I getting in the season pass? Season pass owner gets a classic bundle, the Army of Darkness bundle outfits, which are available now, and 2 upcoming DLC packs featuring new characters, outfits, and more. Now, I hope they give Kelly an outfit. I really want a Kelly outfit right now. Progress and prestige, and this is a good one because a lot of people have so many points that they can't spend, and they want to use it on their characters that they are maining. We've heard you. We're in the early stages of evaluating a new approach to progression in the game. Stay tuned. Now, this could be like maybe survivors hit level 30 and maybe demons hit level 50. Who knows? But I just hope that, again, they balance things out really well, because as I spoke to another individual in one of my videos in a comment, they have to be very careful with how they do this, because, again, you do not want to lose majority of your solo queue players because of just something that they made demons overpowered and that can't deal with, that it's very strong, you know, that they don't get slammed in the first 3 minutes. Because let's be honest, nobody likes playing a game that lasts 3 minutes. It just sucks, right? They want to play the whole entire thing, but if a game ends in like 3 minutes and that's how it's gonna be for the next patch, it's gonna suck. The game is gonna die, and that's just probably what it is. Now, I'm not saying that that's what's going to be in every game, but the potential of it being in every game can still happen. I know that people really hate going against squads, but you can actually learn something from going against squads. Just saying. You'll see how they are coordinated, how they do this, but I'm still thinking that they should add what I said earlier, because it'll benefit. When is the next DLC coming? We'll have news for you about this very soon. Keep an eye out, or keep an eye on our social. As always, the best of the way to ensure your opinions are heard, collected, and considered is to register them at Feedback Saber. You already know. And of course, if you're experiencing any sorts of technical issues, bugs, hit up our support team, and thank you all for ongoing support, and stay groovy. So, guys, I don't know what you guys think. I think a good way to counter this, in my opinion, because honestly, this is gonna be a problem. For a number of reasons. They reduce numbers of cars, but they make it easier for demons to flick the rest of the very few cars there are, and then survivors are not going to be able to utilize cars at all. I don't think that's how direction of this game needs to go. I think, in my opinion, for this here, they need to make cars more objective based. So adding a gas type mechanic to these vehicles, so that when you use these vehicles, you know, okay, let's not use this vehicle yet. Let's go to these other places first, and then use the vehicles after. I think that'll be more beneficial. Now, they could reduce the number of cars, but they have to also make it so that demons have a hard time flipping these said cars, because what's gonna stop a demon from flipping one car that's like 500 meters from another car, that's another 500 meters from another car? You might as well just not include none of these cars, because that's what's gonna be. You're just gonna make it so that every demon can flip the last few bits of cars, and we're just gonna be playing like a whole running simulator 101 throughout the entire game, and it's just gonna prolong the game more. But you know, I mean, whatever gives the demons more chances to win, I guess. I'm not opposed to it, but I'm just saying for solo queue's sake, that's what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be a very greasy couple of patches until they figure out what they can do with vehicles. I like the objective spawns idea, although that can bite demons too, because if they get expelled next to the other objective and they're like, say 100 meters away, that's gonna give survivors chances to loot. That's gonna give survivors more open windows to do more. I mean, I guess if it's in solo queue before us, it's gonna be very strong. And then yeah, extended queues item. This right here needs to go. Definitely need a beef up item cheat, anti-cheat. That way people could get off our backs. I've always said this over and over, like anti-cheat. Like they should definitely incorporate anti-cheat, because I hate being accused of cheating when we're playing the game right. Like what the fuck? What? I never understood that logic. Like it's like if you kill someone and then you run, and an said person that killed that someone runs away, and then you found the body, and then the police arrest you for finding the body. Kind of reminds you of Among Us. Yeah, I mean, let me know what you guys think of this. Are they going in the right direction? Are they going in the wrong direction? Let me know. This looks like this is gonna be a very interesting patch. I'm actually pretty excited to see what kind of changes they'll do. It doesn't look like there's gonna be anything for survivors in terms of nerfs and buffs for them in particular. But it looks like they're gonna get nerfs outside of their, I guess, just overall, like just outside of their shit, like vehicles and maybe objective, maybe other stuff that will get nerfed. But yeah, again, let me know what you guys think. This video has been quite enlightening for those, hopefully, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. This is Saber, clocking out.